Hi Virgos! Hi, I'm back. I'm alive. How are you? Finishing Halloween. It's been a crazy month for me. My attention has been pulled elsewhere, but I love you guys a lot. Thanks for bearing with me, and I am back, and I will be more present now. I had a lot of stuff that I needed to get out with my shop, so my focus had to kind of be pulled there. As well as catching up on personal readings. So I am all the way caught up. If you would like a personal reading with me, now's a good time to reach out because you won't be waiting for a month. I'll be able to get to you this week, next week. Other quick announcements real quick. I have a lot of cool new stuff in my shop. So if you guys like my energy and you connect with me and you're looking for like Christmas gifts, or I really specialize in protection stuff, but I have so many cool things coming out that are on my shop now. So a couple things I wanted to show you guys because I'm just really excited about them. If you have a problem, I'm coming out with a line, and I haven't seen this done before. I've asked around, I've done my research, I haven't seen this done before, so if I'm not the first, you can correct me, but if not, you saw it here first. I have a lot of people that ask for like, what do I do for protection when like I'm out and about? And especially people with kids, because if you're under spiritual attack, you not only worry about yourself, you worry about your children as well. So I have come up with a very easy way, because you know, you can do crystals, you can do mojo bag. That's not really, I mean, in practice, it's a great idea, but you know, carrying a mojo bag, you can spill it, you can lose it. I mean, it's not something like kind of small and portable. So I have been working on like an entire line of spell keychains. So they're cute little keychains, like you just add them to your keys. The skulls here, I have the white line. I also have, and all of these are like customizable. So if you like have your favorite color or you want a different like shape, just let me know and I can make it for you. These stop gossip. So if you have a problem with somebody kind of harassing you, slander, gossip, these are little spell bottles that you connect to your keys. It protects you when you're out and about. You don't have to worry about it. And this will deter gossip, this deters slander, and it kind of wards against negative people kind of like bothering you. For kids, I've made the cute little keychains as well. So obviously like a crystal or a mojo bag is really hard for like your kids, especially if they're small. So I have come out with a line. And if your child would like something else, these are all gender neutral. Right now I have like cute little like rocket ships. I have a little crown. I'm super excited about these because I thought it was such a good idea. It kind of hit me in the middle of the night and then I started working on them. I have a swan. I'm coming out with more shapes, but these are all customizable. I try to make them gender neutral. I'm super excited about them. So these contain spells to keep your kids safe. There are a lot of roots that are designed for children to keep children safe, but it's obviously putting a mojo back. Your kid is going to lose it, spill it. It's not very, you know, you can't send them to school with a mojo bag around their neck. So this is a cute little keychain. I tried to make them kind of in like fun shapes, put glitter. You know, this one has like little, this one has little like stars in it. So it's like fun for them. You can hook it to their backpack and then like they're protected while they're out and about. And then, you know, them losing it, you know, sometimes keychains break or whatever, but you know, these are inexpensive, they're small, they're lightweight, and they protect them. So it's a way to kind of feel a little bit more secure with your child out and about. Yeah, I'm super excited about them. I have a whole line coming out. Those are my main two right now, but watch the shop this week. I also have new kits out. So I have a house blessing, I have a business blessing. I'm coming out with more kits. I have my soul tie cutting kit. So I'm super, super excited about this. It comes with spell bath salts. They're for 2 uses. It comes with a full size of my oil to cut soul ties. It comes with a leave me alone sprinkling powder. It comes with a obsidian keychain. So again, attaches to your keys, go on about your day. I include crystal in there for you guys, some wax melts, and some of my fixed spell soul tie cutting. Also 2 full-size bath bombs go in this. But Bath bombs usually have to cure for 24 hours or they crumble. So we are waiting for those to cure because I test all of this stuff. I've been testing this stuff for years, literally 2 years. I talked about releasing a bath line 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure. I know it was about 2 years ago. On this channel, I talked about it. So I'm finally there. That's how much I care about this stuff. So that is on my website now. I have more coming out, more kits. I have a whole bath line coming out probably within the next few weeks. So if you've placed an order with me, especially if you supported me during Small Business Saturday, I appreciate you guys so much. Your orders are going out today. Love you very much. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. All of this stuff is on my website. I would check it out because I have like a bunch of cool stuff coming out all the time. Yeah, thanks for bearing with me. Don't get mad about a person that runs a small business and that does readings for free pitching you guys my stuff, because a lot of people want to know about this. This benefits a lot of people, and also I deserve to make a living. These are free, so I really don't like people that get mad that I like discuss my business. I've had people get mad that I have ads up. Should I work for free for you? That's weird. So I just block people like that, because if you have an issue with that, then you don't really need to be absorbing any of my energy. So I put a timestamp. Anyways, this is what oracle we are using. We are finally finishing this round. This is the tarot. I also have some clarifying decks in case you need it. Okay. Thank you, Virgo. You guys work very hard, so most of you will understand that I work really hard and I'm very passionate about helping other people. So if I want to pitch my stuff on my channel, I could do so. All right, Eternal Love is the first card coming out for you, Virgo. Midnight. So you've gone through kind of like a dark period in life, and I get that somebody has been doing some shadow work when it comes to your relationships as well. Yeah, the light after the dawn. You're starting to learn how to use your intuition and seek wise counsel from people that are actually beneficial to your growth. A lot of us will just naturally go to our friends, go to like immediate family when we want advice. But if you're asking for advice on, a relationship's the first card coming out, going to your friend that is habitually single or always in toxic relationships or a player, they're not going to give you good advice on like how to build a solid relationship. So somebody has kind of been through something really dark here, gone to like the darkest point of their life, maybe even like hit kind of rock bottom when it comes to ignoring your intuition. Somebody has been ignoring their intuition when it comes to their relationship. So you get involved with people that might look good because it's wise seeing, wise action. This is a card of learning lessons with the full moon. It's a card of wisdom, but it's also applying soul lessons to your life, making wise action rather than impulsive action, as well as seeking wise counsel. Not everybody close to you is going to be a wise counsel on everything that you go through. If they haven't experienced what you've experienced, if they haven't, done what you're looking to do, they're not really, they might be able to give you good advice, but it's better to go to somebody that has healthy relationships. It's better to go to somebody that, has a relationship that has lasted the test of time and is actually like a good beneficial relationship for them. If you want advice on love, you don't go to your friends that, again, toxic relationships, always single, and ask them what to do about a person that you have real feelings for. So it's an energy here that somebody has kind of learned a hard karmic lesson when it comes to following your intuition. When you have somebody in your life that looks good to all of your friends, that looks good to social media, that makes sense for what you're trying to, portray, that doesn't necessarily make them a good partner, because a lot of times they fit the check boxes that we have for our ideal partner, and we get kind of fixated on, what we could be rather than seeing that person for who they actually are. So when you're in this kind of mode where you're looking for a partner to fulfill you, to, as a distraction from the inner work that you need to do, you attract people that are manipulative, that are playing a role, that are going to try to get one over on you, especially when you haven't done the real healing work. So it's an energy here that somebody has really gone through a dark time when it comes to dealing with karmic relationships, but it has allowed you to kind of evolve to where if you get that gut feeling that something is wrong here, something is weird, you know, your partner is being kind of weird, and you know, sometimes you have relationship trauma, so you can try to apply a toxic relationship pattern that you have to a healthy relationship. But sometimes, you know, you get that gut feeling that your partner is cheating on you and they're gaslighting you about it. That doesn't necessarily mean that you should trust your partner. So this is an energy where somebody intuitively knew a person wasn't good for them, knew that the relationship wasn't healthy for them, knew that this person was being unfaithful, that this person wasn't who they said they were in some way, but they denied their own intuition and continued to pursue this relationship. It's love is the first card coming out for you, Virgo. So if this isn't your case, this might not be your story, or this might be your person if you have somebody you're watching for, if you're a crosswatcher. They had to learn the hard way that, you know, all that glitters is not gold. It was 11/11 as I said that. It's a new beginning in this person's life where they have learned the hard way that just because a person talks, you know, and appears to be the perfect partner for you doesn't mean that they are the perfect partner for you. A lot of people are all words and all facade, but when it comes down to it, they're really not going to show up for you, and they're going to take advantage of you, especially as a Virgo, because Virgos rule the 6th house of service to others. A lot of Virgos take on projects. It's you and Pisces, the sister signs. You have a tendency to fall into toxic one-sided relationships because a lot of you like to take on projects. Virgos really like to take on projects. Pisces like to kind of live in la la land where they will take idolized version of somebody and apply it to them and just ignore all the signs that this person isn't who they say that they are, and just continue to only, you know, accept the positive. They try to see the good where there is none, really. A Virgo likes to take on projects because you guys like to serve other people. A lot of you get your self-worth from being of service to other people. So all somebody really has to do is put on this show like they're a poor little victim and they need somebody to help them. And you're running, you know, after this person, trying to fix them. You know, it's a Joe. Hopefully not, you know, but you know what I mean? Like, I can fix you. Joe isn't really seeing these, I'm talking about the show You on Netflix. Joe isn't really seeing these women for who they are. He's seeing them for a poor damsel in distress that he needs to help. You know, it's not until he starts to realize that this person has been a victim of abuse, that they have, you know, narcissistic people around them, that this person seems like a poor, helpless little person. That's really when his obsession starts to come into play. And I'm not saying that's but you know, it's that sort of energy that a lot of Virgos carry, where you like to pick up projects. You can often fall into situations where it's like, and Pisces are very similar. It's like the more a person seems wounded to you, the more your interest peaks, and you want to kind of save this person. But really, you don't have to be with somebody that is 100% healed, because the healing journey, the journey of shadow work, is never going to be done. And anybody that will look you in the face and tell you that they've completed their work on themselves, you know, they're kind of in denial, and they have a whole nother journey to go through. But you can't do the work for another person. So if they're not on a journey where they are fixing themselves, working on themselves, and they want to participate in a healthy relationship with you, where you meet each other as equals, it's just not, you don't want to be the savior, because a lot of people, I mean, you're either being a caretaker, codependent to somebody that is an addict, or, you know, I mean, addicts come in many forms, or you're falling into a trap of somebody that is going to abuse you and play damsel in distress, play, you know, person that needs saving, to get you to overperform to win them over here. So there's an energy where somebody had to kind of go through a really dark time when it came to chasing after a relationship that wasn't meant for them, and trying to force a relationship that wasn't meant for them. But it happened so that this person could find their inner light, remember who they are, and open themselves up to infinite possibilities. You know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel of being in a relationship where you've given a lot of yourself to. A lot of us will get into relationships that, you know, we've spent years with this person. We spent a lot of time and effort trying to make this relationship work. And you just kind of get stubborn minded where I am going to make this work. That's not a healthy, because sometimes you really just have to let it go, especially when that person is not who they say they are. They're abusing you. They're taking advantage of you. This is an energy where you can look at the time and energy wasted and feel bitter and kind of allow that to eat at you. Or you can kind of see that this relationship that you went through, this toxic situation helped you recognize that that's not what real love is. And you can kind of find some sort of peace, or, you know, I don't know, I can't think of the word, finding your groove to where I don't spend all my time bitter over this situation. I now know what real love feels like, because I know what real love doesn't feel like, so I'm not going to fall into that trap anymore. This helped me recognize that I have some work I need to do when it comes to relationships. And I'm also finally remembering who I am. You know, a lot of us lose ourselves, especially the Virgo Pisces axis, leaky boundaries. Sometimes a lot of us can lose ourselves in this relationship where we are putting all of our energy and effort into saving the relationship or saving the other person, and we're not really being who we are or putting any energy into progressing ourselves. And, you know, that either looks like, you know, an addict that is so focused on their addiction, they're not noticing that they're draining you. You know, not all of these relationships mean that they are bad, awful people, but it also makes you vulnerable to bad, awful people that take advantage of you, you know, and, you know, this can lead into abuse where they are picking apart things about you so that you slowly lose yourself over time and give more to the relationship. But again, this is an energy where going through this dark point has brought you many lessons, and light is coming back into your life now because you had the light all along. You were just giving it away. So you kind of had to go through a situation where you had to remember your own power. And a lot of us have to go through situations where the universe puts you in a situation where it's, I'm not going to fucking do this shit anymore. And I've explained my own personal journey where I got to that in my life. And I had to go through a lot to get there because I was raised to be a caretaker. I was raised that, you know, if somebody is abusing you, that just means that, you know, they're a poor, sad person, especially when they have a sad story. And you should just put more into, you know, helping this person. And your worth as a woman comes from being committed to somebody and, you know, who you're building something with. I was raised that way. So it took a lot of unlearning, and it kind of took a situation where I had to wake up one day and be like, this is not the fucking life. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be, you know, erased anymore to serve somebody that is making a fool of me behind my back. I'm not going to be manipulated into ignoring my intuition that something is wrong here. And unfortunately, some of us really have to go through a dark time, but you find your purpose and you find that fire within yourself by, one, getting to a point that you want to fight for your life. You want to fight to build something for yourself that doesn't involve your life revolving around fixing or saving another person. And I also firmly believe that a lot of the shit that we go through in life teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves and other people. And as a Virgo, especially, you know, if you have a strong sixth house, or you have like a really strong influential Virgo placement, you're meant to be of service to other people in some way. It's part of your calling. So I've talked about this before. You can learn about, I'm gonna, you know, speak from my experience, but apply it how it applies. I experienced severe narcissistic abuse. But when I learn about narcissism, I start to see that I had narcissists in my family that I was told over and over again that they're sick and you have to forgive them and you have to love them anyway, and you need to bend until you break to make accommodations for this person that is very obviously abusive and very obviously doesn't care about the harm that they're doing to everyone around them because they're family. So when I got to a relationship with an abuser and, you know, he starts telling me about wanting to build a family with me, how I'm the perfect woman for him, how when he knew I wanted to leave that situation, he went and got a dog behind my back, knowing what type of person I am and that I would make sacrifices for that dog, especially when I could not financially at that time. People will use those weaknesses against you. And you can either allow it to break you or you can allow it to shape who you are. And then as a Virgo, it more than likely is meant to be applied to other people. So my life, for instance, again, take it how it applies. I am able to educate on narcissistic abuse. I am able to help people recognize abusive situations. I am able to educate on black magic, what dark energy feels like, how it affects you, and how to remove it. I would not know about any of that stuff if I had not experienced it firsthand, because you can learn about it. I have a psychology degree. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I was a working counselor for 5-6 years. I started counseling other people when I was 19 years old. I was in an abusive relationship with a narcissist while I was a working counselor, while having this degree. You can learn about it in school, but until you see firsthand what it looks like, what it feels like, it is very, very hard, especially with somebody that's so covert. A covert narcissist is very hard to identify unless you are close with that person and you know the signs to look out for. I would not be able to help people the way I do. I probably would not have even started tarot and have a channel. I would never have shifted my focus. I started my business in 2015. At that point, I knew that I liked counseling and I thought that I was going to be a life coach. So, you know, that kind of applies to what I do, but I did a whole, you know, shift into spirituality when I started to experience severe abuse by black magic. And then it started to open my eyes to somebody in my family has been doing black magic on me for a very long time, you know, and I would not have recognized that if I did not go through what I went through. So it's one of those things that what you experience in your life, you can use it to empower yourself and empower other people. And as a Virgo, it more than likely is a part of what you're meant to do. You know, people that experience poverty and then come out of it the other side, you know, going back to your hometown, you know, going back to help these people that also experience poverty, to give them the tools to pull them out of it. You know, experiencing, again, domestic abuse, using what you learned and your empathy for other people and applying it to actually helping survivors get out of situations rather than draining yourself dry for an abuser. There are flip sides to everything. So this is an energy where, yes, you were taken advantage of and somebody used your trauma, your childhood beliefs, your, you know, mental health issues, whatever they could, they brought you into one of the darkest points in your life in the name of love, which is, you know, one of the most heartbreaking things is when you were just looking for love, when you were just trying to love another person and they were taking advantage of you the whole time. It is very easy to get stuck in anger and bitterness over that. And I am not one of these people that when I say forgiveness, I don't mean, you know, I forgive you for who you are and you can come back into my life. I mean forgiving really yourself and understanding that you were just in a position where you just wanted love and you were trying to get love out of, you know, the way that you had been taught to get love from young age. That's not your fault. Your trauma is not your fault, but your healing journey is your responsibility. And this is an energy where it did take you into the darkest point of your life, but you have learned a very, very powerful lesson on what love is and also the power within you. Because you wouldn't be attacked by somebody like that if there wasn't something really special within you, Virgo. So again, finding healing for yourself, empowering yourself, but I also think it's really valuable to find some way when you're ready. Obviously, when you're coming out of a situation, it depends. You know, some people really can find their find their power in life as a Virgo through service of other people. But I do think that you don't have to hop right into, let me take this lesson and apply it to other people and start to give out to other people, because if you've been in a situation where you hit rock bottom because of another person basically manipulating you into serving them, it might, be good to take some time to take care of yourself and relearn who you are. But also, you get what I'm saying. Being of service to other people in a way that helps you find healing for yourself, because I think that is one of the amazing things about helping other people, is that when you're kind to another person, when you tip a little extra when you can afford it, when you go out of your way to open the door for somebody, when somebody drops something in a store and you pick it up for them, things like that really help to why am I getting emotional right now? It helps to find healing for yourself too, because it helps you to recognize that just because there are bad people in the world doesn't mean that there aren't good people too. And that every time you start to learn how to follow your intuition and you start to recognize the power within yourself, you heal. And you also can see, that again, not everybody is bad, and being of service to other people, connecting with other people that are actually healthy and not looking to take advantage of you, that's part of your healing process as well. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah, somebody is healing. You were heartbroken in a situation because you were put in a position where this person told you to wait. That if you just wait, I'm going to work things out with you. If you just wait, wait for me. I'm dealing with this other person. I'm dealing with this third party here. But wait, and I'm going to come back towards you. You're not going to get what you want in this situation. You're starting to see the truth that this person is just keeping you waiting to keep you on the hook here. Yeah, and you're starting to, could be a Leo, you're starting to resist this person, hold back from this person. It's finally going to help you complete this cycle with the World card. It's finally helping you recognize that for some of you, you're anxious about a person here. It's because they do black magic on you. The Queen of Wands is somebody that does black magic 9 times out of 10. It's also Mistress. Again, another Leo card, Gemini, or the Magician can also, it's Mercury, so it could also be Virgo. Cancer is involved here. Gemini again, Libra. So there's definitely an air sign that's involved here. I got strong Leo, strong Gemini, Cancer, Libra. Somebody is healing and learning to cut things out of your life that aren't serving you, and you're resting as well. There's an energy where you go back and forth fighting with another individual, and for a lot of you this can be a feminine here, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the person that doesn't mean that the person you were in a relationship was a woman here, but there is an energy where there is a feminine that believes she's above other people, and it's a narcissistic energy where she believes that she's above other people. She likes to play mind games, or he, whatever. They like to play mind games. They feel like they're above other people, and they like to manipulate. And for a lot of you, there's a third party here that not only likes to play mind games, but they also manipulate with black magic as well. It's I'm going to get my way no matter what. So it's a lot of fighting back and forth when it comes to this. So for some of you, if you are masculine, this is the feminine you were dealing with. Yeah, resonates. There's a feminine here that either found her worth, cut somebody off because they were dealing with somebody that was immature, going back and forth between you and somebody else. They were emotionally immature. They were cold towards you. They were in and out of your life. They were arguing with you, maybe even, and they were dealing with a third party here. But for some of you, because there are two feminines here. I get two feminine energies. One is a higher vibrational feminine. She cut somebody off moving forward with her life because this person was, again, they weren't able to show their emotions. There was a lot of fighting back and forth, but it's also an energy where there is a narcissistic feminine energy that likes to play with spell work as well. So she gaslights, she plays games, and she's covertly manipulates with magic to keep people from moving forward. Yeah, what did I say? If you try to move forward from this relationship, and this can be family, this can be a friend, this can be an ex. There's somebody might have Sagittarius in their chart. If you try to move forward, if you try to cut this person off and move forward, they are verbally abusing you, or they are playing mind games and telling you, I want to work things out. I don't want you to move on. Let's work things out. And for some of you, yeah, let's be in a relationship. For some of you, they are putting stuff in your food and drinks. So be careful with that. Don't let this person cook for you when you're not there. I mean, even if you are there, because they can easily turn their back to you, slip something in there. Somebody does glamour spells and love spells by putting stuff in your food and drinks. So be careful with that. I'm getting a couple different storylines, but I hope you guys can find your storyline and follow here. Again, it's a general reading, so not every single person watching this is going to have the exact same storyline. But feminine energy, playing mind games. When you try to cut them off and move forward, they're running back in with promises that, you know, if you just wait. For some of you, it's a romantic relationship. This person was dating somebody else, dealing with somebody else, whether you knew that or not, and they were making you wait for the commitment. If you just wait, if you just do this and this and this, we can get back together, we can be together. They were never going to be with you. They were using this as a way to keep you on the hook and keep you from moving forward. And when you finally got to the point that you were done and wanted to move forward, all of a sudden you feel sad, you want to forgive them, you feel sorry for them. That's because this person is doing magic on you. And for some of you that live with this person, go and spend time with this person, they're putting stuff in your food and drinks when you're there. So, you know, this is somebody that when you try to move forward, will just come over, let's have closure. You know, I'm going to make you dinner, I'm going to give you a drink. They're putting shit in your food and drinks. So when you leave there, you want to give them another chance. This person is fucking with you here. Yeah. Some of you know that you want to move forward and you are feeling, you know, fired up about moving forward, moving towards your healing as well. Could be an Aries or an Aquarius. You're finally getting to the point that you're ready to ghost this person and move forward here. But again, because they really took you to the lowest point of your life, but they won't let you go. They won't offer you what you deserve. They won't meet you where you are, but they won't let you go either. There's a tower coming where this person is going to come in again and apologize and breadcrumb you. This is an energy of breadcrumbing. You need to reject this person because Seven of Swords, it's the same. This is a cycle of abuse. They're coming in to breadcrumb you. They're coming in to love bomb you. They are not. If you are a masculine energy, if your person is a masculine and they're resonating with the getting out of a you know, situation with somebody that plays spell work, somebody is kind of fired up and wanting to move forward, and they know who they want to be with here, and they're healing from this magic, and they're starting to recognize that there is a loving connection here. But for some of you, side note, if you're struggling at work right now, if your money isn't coming in the way that it used to come in, if you're struggling to move forward, if you're feeling blocked when it comes to your career, if you're, you know, not looking for a job and you keep getting blocked, if you feel blocked when it comes to money, when it comes to your career, somebody is doing magic to stop work for you, to stop you from moving forward. They're doing candle magic specifically to cross you, to block you from moving forward. Somebody, possibly a fire sign Virgo, is seeing you as the one for them, and they are fired up to come towards you. But there's a feminine here that is still planning to come back. Yeah, it's a third party that this person has history with, that, again, it's like this person takes you to the worst part of your life. This person really brings out the ugliness within you. You really become the person that you do not want to be when you're around them. But it's like, once you start to move forward, here they come. I'm telling you, if this person has been abusive towards you, if this person has cheated on you, attacked you, made you look like a fool to others, but it's like you can't give up on the relationship, they are doing magic on you. If you get to the point that I'm ready to leave this person, I'm done dealing with this person, all they do is hurt me, and then you start seeing their name everywhere, they're doing magic on you. That's magic. Yeah. As soon as you get to the point that you're ready to cut this person off and move forward, and you're getting out of your emotions and into logically, I don't want this anymore. And for some of you, this might be somebody that you're married to, and it's like as soon as you start to file for divorce, as soon as you start to, this person in secret starts to do magic on you. Especially, because they know that you're trying to go off somewhere better. And the Wheel of Fortune is also, spinning back. This person spins back to you anytime that you go cold on them. Anytime you get to the point, it's like they intuitively know that you're done with them. You have a soul tie to that person, and they're feeling you pull away. They're coming back to try to keep you from moving forward. Now it's different because sometimes you can see somebody's name, hear somebody's name, and that means that they're a destined partner. You have to feel the energy behind it. Is this somebody that, you wanted things to work with, but it just couldn't work? Or you always felt like there was something special about them, but it just, it wasn't the right time, and you're seeing their name everywhere? That can be a sign, from your team that this person is coming back, that this person is meant for you, that this is a destined partnership. That's very different from if you have had a very toxic relationship with this person. If every time you try to get away from them, all of a sudden you feel pulled back. This person has cheated on you. This person has been abusive, has assaulted you, and you can't let them go. You can't move on. You can't see yourself as anybody else. That absolutely is magic. And if you start seeing their name, you need to go you need to uncross yourself. You need to do a spiritual bath. You need to do some cleansing, and you need to do a return to sender, because that person is trying to bind you to keep you from moving forward. Especially pay attention to what is going on in your life when this person comes back. If, every time this person comes back into your life, your finances tank, bad stuff happens to you, people start to turn their back on you, that should be a sign that they're not really good for you, right? Especially your finances, because this person in particular is doing work not only to keep you from moving forward romantically, they like to abuse you financially as well. So, they like to be the breadwinner. They like to be the one that pays for everything. Or, this person knows that if you did better financially, you would move away, that you would make better choices for yourself, that they wouldn't be able to control you in whatever way that they're able to control you. This person has something on you, and doing better financially would kind of weaken that hold as well. So a divine partner is not like that. Now, you might get mad at a divine partner because they trigger something within you. This is more so like we fight over petty stuff, but at the end of the day, that's really my person. I really love that person, and there's nothing but love between us. It's different when this person, I get to the point that I do not want anything to do with this person, and they continue to hurt me, abuse me, embarrass me, put their hands on me, assault me, you get what I'm saying? It's different because a lot of people will have a soul connection with somebody, and you get to the point that we fight a lot because we trigger each other. But at the end of the day, it's love, and there's not real abuse there. It's just more so we can't make things work, and we're taking that out on each other. But I mean, if it's abuse, it's abuse, and it doesn't matter if it's a soul connection. So I hope you're able to kind of take the bits and pieces and make sense of them. Anyways. Yeah, this is really manifesting into your life, Virgo, your person's life, Crosswasher. Somebody has dealt with heartbreak when it comes to their home, especially around, this might have to do with the holidays, and this happens a lot if you have narcissists. If you have had an intimate relationship with a narcissist, you know that they like to ruin special days. If you are on a vacation, if your birthday, the holidays, any special day where the attention is not on this person, they are starting a fight, they are causing drama, they are flirting with somebody else in front of you, they must always have the attention revolving around them, and they don't care to ruin your day. They prefer to ruin your day because they don't want you to be happy and find joy. It's a cat and mouse game of I am what causes you pain, but I am also the remedy for that pain. It's what they're doing is triggering an addiction. A trauma bond is a literal addiction in your brain. It operates the exact same as an addiction. And that's why when you leave these people, you go through withdrawal. And when somebody is doing magic as well, you will really know that they're not for you and you can't do this anymore and you're being abused and this is not healthy and this is not what I want. But I feel sorry for them. And maybe I just need to hear them out. Maybe, the holidays are coming up. I just need to... You are vulnerable to this person because you have experienced heartbreak when it comes to, for some of you, this is a mother wound. For some of you, you either, and this doesn't necessarily have to mean that your mom is a bad person. Your mom might have just been, because it's a Capricorn energy, Virgo Capricorn energy, earth energy. It's an earth feminine energy. So what that means is that this doesn't necessarily have to be that you were abused by your mother, but your mom might have been very busy and the material affected her ability to show up as a mother. So either, positive or negative. She was superhuman at work. She was always busy. So she wasn't really there for you. And the affection you got from her might have been from gifts, might have been from, she felt guilty because she was always working. She didn't have the time to connect with you emotionally. So when she did, it was, I'm going to give you gifts. It operated as a love bombing energy to where you were more susceptible to somebody coming in with love bombing. Or on the flip side, it can be that there was a lot of struggle financially. So again, your mom might have worked 3 jobs and wasn't able to be there for you emotionally. And, when she came home at the end of the day, she was exhausted. So she wasn't able to show you that motherly attention very often. So, it had to come to situations where you were either overperforming for her affection, you were getting in trouble to get attention from her. There's an energy where the attention from your mother was not healthy and was not consistent through your childhood. So you have learned a certain way to get affection, or what affection means that isn't necessarily healthy. So this karmic energy plays on that. So it's an energy here where you have to kind of find your worth outside of wounding that you experienced in your childhood when it comes to a mother energy here. In order to move forward, 6 of Swords in your life, to move into calmer waters where you're not having this person, because the 6 of Swords, comes up from the 5 of Swords, which is a narcissist, win at all cost energy. I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to win over you. In order to move forward, 6 of Swords, come out of that energy into calmer waters, you have to find your independence here and remember who you are outside of the wounding that occurred. Go off on a new journey here. Not allow somebody that plays on your mother wounds to pull you back into it. And for some of you, Christmas is significant with this person. Again, Christmas is significant with this person. Also, for some of you, your relationship with your mom, because the judgment card is the naughty and nice list. For some of you, it might have been that either you acted out to get attention from your mom. So you tend to act out in relationships when you want attention from somebody, and that harms positive relationships that you have, and it pulls you into relationships with people that you're constantly at war with. and you don't understand why healthy relationships fall apart, but it's because you're trying to go to battle with people that love you because you're just feeling, you know, kind of like they're not paying attention to you right then. Yeah, for some of you, this is a Leo, again, wanting attention, trying to seek attention out of acting out. You know, if either I need to be on the good list or the naughty list in order to get attention, is that energy for me. So I either need to I'm just going to cave, do exactly what you want, do what you say to avoid a fight. That's what an abusive person wants. They're going to give you the silent treatment. They're going to pull back their affection and energy until you get in line, and then they're going to reinforce that you submit to me, you get a reward behavior. It's abuse. Or for some of you, it's I'm going to act out to get attention, and this has caused another person that you had genuine feelings for to cut you off. And that might have led you towards going back towards an abusive third party here, because you learned in childhood that if I'm not getting attention from my mom, caretaker, but for a lot of you it was a mom, you know, you might have had a mom that again was just really busy and, you know, wasn't very nurturing for you. So in order to get attention from my mom, I need to break something. I need to get in trouble at school. I need to act out in some way, and that will get her attention back on me. So for some of you, your person or you have a tendency to misbehave or do things to intentionally hurt another person when you want their attention. And that might work in a karmic relationship, but when you have a soul partner here, it's not working. You're making the relationship worse because what you're doing is kind of abusive, to be honest with you. And a lot of people that endure long-term narcissistic abuse pick up on those behaviors because it works. The silent treatment works on people. The love bombing works on people. There's a reason that these abusers do it. So if you have experienced narcissistic abuse from childhood and all of your intimate relationships kind of rely on this, you know, cycle of abuse here, you start to pick up those traits. And a lot of, you know, this is how you play a person, relies on this. Pull your energy, do the silent treatment, pull your energy all the way back until they fall in line, and then you love bomb them. What you're basically trying to do is treat a person like an animal. You're not obedient to me, so I'm going to punish you. And then when you do what I want, I give you a treat. I'm not your dog, you know? And a healthy relationship is they're not going to allow you to treat them like a dog. In a karmic relationship, you know, you're either going to fall into a codependent, wounded person that just, again, I'm just going to do as you say so we can stop this fighting, or you're going to fall into a situation with somebody that does that shit right back to you and you're constantly at war with that person. There's a new beginning in the physical here, but there's somebody that comes in and out of your life that you just need to let this person go. This person comes in and out of your life, love bombing you hot and heavy when they're coming back. Could be a Sagittarius. It's a fuck boy, fuck girl type energy. This person dangles a relationship over you, but they don't actually give you the relationship. It's, I want to go with the flow. Let's just see where it goes. This person could very well be dealing with a third party. You're going to have to take this how it resonates, because again, I get a couple different energies here. For some of you, this in and out person is the feminine, is this feminine that's verbally abusive, plays mind games, does magic. They're coming in and out of your life, promising you a connection and then pulling back, playing with you. And you have a divine feminine that you have messed things up with. That's the storyline for some of you. For some of you, you have a masculine here that's coming in and out of your life hot and heavy. They're dealing with a third party that does magic, that abuses them, and they're taking that out on you basically. And they might even be acting out and trying to pitch you against this other woman, because that's how they learned in childhood, is how you get attention out of people. Regardless, that's not a healthy situation. Somebody kind of needs to move forward if they want happiness here. If you want to achieve happiness, you have to kind of move forward. And I like that the jack-o'-lantern is in both of these, finding your light from within. As long as you are seeking approval from other people, as long as you are seeking validation from other people, you are at a disadvantage because another person can pull that energy all the way back and you're running to get their attention. You know why it's painful when a person puts you up on a pedestal and then kicks it out from under you, and it will make you blame yourself and feel like, well, let me rack my brain for what I did wrong. Let me do what they say, do what they want, and then we'll get back in their good graces and they'll put me back up on the pedestal again. That is the nature of narcissistic abuse. That is the nature of the abuse cycle. Is they abuse you, they give you the silent treatment, they pull their energy back, they don't provide any affection towards you unless you act as though it didn't happen. You forgive them. A lot of them will gaslight you about what even happened. They'll hit you, they'll break something. If you bring it up, that didn't happen. You're making that up. I never said that to you. You know, you have a text message, that's not real. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to ruin what we have? You know, it's a gaslighting until you finally, okay, fine, forget it. Then I'm going to love bomb you. I'm going to give you a treat, doggy, because you were obedient. And now we're right back to it until you step out of line again. And here I come abusing you again. It's literally the same as I'm going to hit you in the nose with a newspaper. And then when you do the right thing, here's your treat. You're their dog. This is somebody treats you like a dog here. And, you know, because you were kind of taught in childhood that doing attention-seeking behaviors and either I'm going to get on the honor roll, I'm going to be the superstar, you know, athlete, I'm going to, you know, run around trying to, you know, clean the house for mom, make sure that she's taken care of, and that'll get her to give me attention. Or if that doesn't work, I'm going to start to act out, which is normal. It's normal kid behavior, and that's not your fault that you were doing that as a child. That is completely normal. That is your parent failed you in some way or the other, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person, because a lot of parents are out here with children where they're not healed themselves, you know, and having a little mini you is very triggering for somebody that's not healed. It doesn't always necessarily mean that your parent was a bad person, but coming to terms with the fact that they failed you in some way and that that's not your fault, but it is your fault to recognize how these patterns are playing out in your life and taking steps to heal that. So somebody is at a crossroads here. You have two choices. Either overcome the obstacles here, free yourself from this situation, block this person. Yeah, for some of you, I'm telling you, it's a split energy here. Somebody's getting communication that they want to work things out with you. They are. Somebody is wanting to move things to a relationship with you. Could be a Taurus, Sag again. But if there's somebody that's from your past, that there's a lot of baggage with this person, for some of you, you need to block them and free yourself. So you're going to have to take this how it resonates, because I'm getting split energies here. Somebody is sorry and remorseful for what has happened in the past. They want to move things forward. They want to work things out now. But somebody needs to close out a cycle when it comes to feminine energy as well. And that can be being codependent with a person and forgiving a person and bending until you break with a person. So Virgo, I hope that makes sense. There's somebody coming back to your life. For some of you, this is somebody that has a lot of wounds from childhood and it affected your relationship with this person, and there was a third party that plays with spell work that was interfering. For some of you, this person has really done a lot of shadow work and thought about what they want in a relationship, and they are ready to be with you. They are ready to really commit to you, and they're serious. For some of you, a person is coming back into your life, but they have really not done the healing work yet. So they're wanting to come back into your life because they don't want you to move forward, but they're not really going to show up for you. They're not. And you have to kind of use your intuition on that to end this cycle of overgiving to situations that really need to end. Finding your inner strength here. That is what Scorpio, Cancer, again, Leo, Scorpio. you are manifesting a connection here. You're manifesting union with the divine partner, but for some of you, there's a karmic and a divine partner, and you kind of got to get your head straight on who is who and not allow people to manipulate you with your wounds, because one person is manipulating you with spell work and your inner wounding. That's that person that you know this person is bad for you, but you keep feeling pulled back to them. That pull is spell work. For others of you, it might be a Scorpio coming back towards you. Or, you know, choosing between a Leo or a Scorpio here. Somebody is coming back towards you and serious about a relationship. Somebody's coming back towards you and they're just wanting to pull you back into this. And it's really, I can't tell you what to do, because what I'm really getting here, Virgo, is a lot of you, this is a test of your intuition. That your guides have been telling you what you need to do. You know within your heart what you need to do. And you kind of have to follow it. But I would say go towards the light. One person makes you feel light, makes you feel excited, makes you feel like, where did that card go? Makes you daydream about all the possibilities that this love could bring. It's something new. One of these people pulls you back into darkness. One of these people, they trigger your wounds. So they're looking to come back and love bomb you. But once, you know, they feel like they have a hold of you again, the cycle starts again. You know, love bombing is just a little treat for doing as I say, and you have to kind of recognize that. All right, Virgo, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.